I've been
What I love about Nicole,
loving you
she's a great dancer, infectious.
too long.
She is a mother who plays, really plays.
Stop now.
She gives great presents.
You were tired.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel over here at Broke Boy Media, and today I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review of Marriage Story that officially releases on Netflix on December 6th. My name is Christian, and before we begin today's video, you can find this review here on YouTube, listen to it on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. So without further ado, let's just dive straight in. So this is another movie that I actually saw at the Nashville Film Festival over the weekend, alongside with Jojo Rabbit. And I'm just going to come out and say it. Marriage Story completely broke me. And I'm trying my hardest not to rank it as the best film I've seen this year because it's pretty damn close. The film was directed by Noah Baumbach and stars Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and Merritt Weaver, just to name a few. And I personally think that this film proves that Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson can play outstanding roles outside of the empire known as Disney. But the best synopsis I can give to you right now is that a stage director and his actor wife struggle through a grueling coast-to-coast divorce that pushes them to their personal and creative extremes. In short, this is a story about an incisive and compassionate look at a marriage breaking up and a family trying to stay together during the process. So, Marriage Story actually had its world premiere at the Venice Film Festival on August 29th, 2019, and it's scheduled to have a limited theatrical release on November 26th of 2019 of this year, and followed by the digital release on December 6th of this year as well. But this film has been creating a lot of buzz and it's been receiving a lot of universal acclaim from critics as well. Now, as I said before, this film did break me, but that's not a bad thing. Marriage Story left me thinking about the movie literally days after. And what I believe this movie is the definition of a love story, but not the ones that we are used to. The movie shows you every aspect of love in its truest form. It shows you the trials and tribulations of the two main characters, Charlie, played by Adam Driver, and Nicole, played by Scarlett Johansson. And as their marriage falls apart while trying to maintain that healthy relationship with their son, Henry. I think I'm going to butcher his first name. It's Azzy Robertson. Marriage Story, from what I've found out, meant a lot to Scarlett Johansson, who was actually going through a divorce during this process and, you know, being approached about the project and whatnot, which means this movie was a perfect way to show her true feelings about the emotional toll of divorce that can affect someone during that process. And as we all know, you know, lawyers get into it and they make everything more complicated and messy. And this actually leaves Charlie and Nicole speechless when trying to communicate their feelings to each other and their lawyers, because since everything has been going on with their divorce, it leaves them in a kind of polluted emotional state, since, you know, all this crazy toll that's been taking through the divorce process. But there are a lot of messages in this movie that I think married couples and those who are soon to be wed can take away from this film. It reminds you not to take your partner for granted, and it shows you how love can actually bring out the best and the worst of each other. But the only issues that I have with the film is I felt like the pacing was a little bit off and was a little bit too long, but I can understand why they did it that way. You honestly can't just rush a story about love, especially not one as realistic as Marriage Story. So I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm going to give Marriage Story a 98 out of 100. It's hands down one of my favorite films that I've seen this year. The summer has been kind of dry, but I'm looking forward to a lot of other films such as Honey Boy and obviously Star Wars, and just to name a few. But those are just one man's thoughts and opinions about the movie. If you have seen this movie during a film festival, let me know what you think. Leave your comments and questions and concerns about Marriage Story in the comments section down below. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at BrokeBoyMedia. That's broke_boy, spelled BOI_media. And you can find this review here again on YouTube. I'm going to probably put it up on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. And make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you do like our content. And we'll see you all in the next one.
The movie is a lot about their faces because, you know, up until that point in the movie, they've kind of lost their voices. You know, the lawyers have taken over, and this is a moment where they're kind of trying to speak for themselves, but they've been so infected by all of this other stuff that's been going on. So I felt like they have such beautiful, expressive faces, and it was really important, I felt, that we be in there with them.